We bring you in on just a beautiful afternoon for football. High-flying Monmouth, powerful Delaware, and a great game down here in West Long Branch. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome you into the broadcast booth. With the czar of the playbook, Emery Hunt, I'm Eddy Occhipinti, and we welcome you along, Emery, to what we're so excited for. A great game on tap between two explosive offenses in the Blue Hens and the Hawks.
What this afternoon?
My broadcast partner was a great running back at the University of Louisiana. We got to look at a pair of running backs in this game, and let's start, Emery, with one of the best backs in the country in Marcus Yarns. One of the best scenes in college football, beautiful weather, and homecoming Saturday. And we welcome you down to the Jersey Shore for Bryant and Monmouth. Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to the broadcast booth here at Kessler Stadium. With the czar of the playbook, Emery Hunt, I'm Eddy Occhipinti, and we thank you for tuning in. Emery, both these teams looking for and hungry for wins here on Saturday. Yeah, both Monmouth and Bryant love to throw the football. They love to push the ball downfield, so we have a real treat, and we'll have to take a look at the quarterbacks to begin our matchup here, Emery, and two guys having great seasons.
It's time to tip off the quarterfinals in the MAC Championships live in Atlantic City. We bring you to historic Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall as you get to finally see the top seed Quinnipiac as they'll take on the 8th seeded Rider Bronx. Good evening, everyone. We welcome you courtside here at Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall for our continuing coverage of the MAC Championships. With Chris Smooth Williams, I'm Eddy Occhipinti, and we thank you for tuning in. Chris, Rider won a thrilling one last night over Siena. Their reward, the top seed and best team in the league, Quinnipiac. That game-winning shot off the assist from Flash Burton advanced Rider to this moment where they have a date with not only the top seed, but the player of the year in the league, and maybe one of the best two-way players in the country in Amari Monroe. Just a few days away from the most important month of the college basketball season, March is right around the corner. Elon ready to take on Monmouth. It's playoff time with just 2 games left in the regular season in the CAA. Monmouth, a 1-game lead over Elon coming into play tonight. Good evening, everyone. We welcome you courtside to the Ocean First Bank Center. I'm Eddy Occhipinti, along with former Monmouth Hawk and Northeast Conference champion Steve Bazaz, and we're happy to have you along tonight. Steve, there's just 2 games left in the regular season. Playoff time is here for Monmouth and Elon. Yeah, this is each team's second to last game. The regular season wraps on Saturday. Let's take a look at our impact player matchup. 2 guys whose names figure to be called on the all-conference list, Steve. Let's start with TK Simpkins. Garden State hoops on display on Saturday, and we bring you down the shore for Princeton and Monmouth. Good afternoon, welcome into the broadcast. With Monmouth Hall of Fame player and coach Dave Calloway, I'm Eddy Occhipinti, and we thank you for tuning in to what's become, Dave, pretty great rivalry between the Hawks and the Tigers. A great start to the year for both Princeton and Monmouth. Let's look at the Tigers, because Dave, for the 11th time under Mitch Henderson, they've knocked off a high-major team. With the way both defenses really have played, I think we're going to see both of these coordinators go into their bag of tricks at some point in this game. Maybe not here, but you got a feeling it's coming. Here's that push pass, and breaking tackles and getting into the secondaries, TJ Spate, and he can fly. Spate setting his blocks up. Inside the 20, Spate breaking tackles, and he'll score! 87 yards, TJ Spate, and there's the big play for the Hawks. Third return for Kalijah Williams, and another good one, as he has room over midfield, and Kalijah Williams hitting another gear. It's a foot race to the end zone, and that's how you get back in the football game. Big return for the Bulldogs. Here comes the pass. It's intercepted by Bender. 3 seconds left. Bender throws it down low. Robinson for the win is good! Well, here comes Collins to trigger the inbound. Here is Xander Rice, and he'll hoist one up for the win. It's good! Xander Rice, a miracle 3, wins it for Monmouth. A stunning ending, and maybe the only fitting way to end this game on a Xander Rice 3 from just inside midcourt. He'll remember tonight for the rest of his life. And he misses the second one. Ingram will track it down. 12 seconds remaining. Burton wants to go. Here goes Flash Burton with 7, with 6. Burton gonna use the screen. Down low, Ingram all alone. Lays it in. Keeping it moving. Dundas.
Turning the corner and scoring for Monmouth is Sean Ketchen. Ketchen wins the game for Monmouth. And he's mobbed in the final home game of the season on the turf at Kessler Stadium. And that goal will affect the standings in the CAA immensely, as Ketchen's goal sends Monmouth to a double overtime win and eliminates Delaware, pushing Drexel into the postseason. 10 seconds remaining. Does Monmouth have a miracle in them? Sudam won't get there. It's deflected away. Coster comes up. The game clock hits 0. And for the 4th time in program history, and the first time as members of the Coastal Athletic Association, the Stony Brook Seawolves are headed to the NCAA tournament. Testament to the players and a testament to, as Jack said, the coaching, as Tobias Bischoff joins us now. Coach, that's probably the best Powerade bath you'll ever receive. Congratulations on this win, this history-making moment for your program. What are your emotions right now, Coach, in the moments after your team's first CAA championship? You know, Coach, it was a remarkable performance by your team, by the leaders on your team, but everyone on the roster deserves the credit. Congratulations, Coach, on this win. We know it means a ton to the Seawolves program. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you.
Now that is Tobias Bischoff joining us here, and no stranger to NCAA tournaments. He's led this team to a few, but this is the first time as a member of the CAA, and one that he won't soon forget anytime shortly. Is now it's time for tonight's Jersey Mike sub above play of the game, and it got our scoring started. It was that beautiful header from Luciana Sededucate. Emery and I now going to be joined on the field by head coach Mike Minter. And Coach, we got to catch up during the week. From then to now, quite a performance by your Camels. Congratulations on this win. What stands out the most to you this afternoon? And Coach, we know in as big a second half as Nakari Rogers had, I know you're a defensive player. Let's look at that defense and what they did against Monmouth. In the secondary, they were fantastic. You mentioned limiting Sheridan. Just address that defense and how they played in that second half, ultimately helping propel you to the win. Coach, I know Emery and I are going to send it down, but congratulations on win 1 of many in the CAA, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
That is Mike Minter joining us deservedly. First of all, he has no voice, and he shouldn't after that performance, but hard to not feel great for someone who has built this program the way Mike Minter has. And they did. Goals from Luciana Sededucate and Lynn Beck, and a brilliant performance in goal from Nicolette Pascarella paves the way for the Seawolves' first CAA championship. For our entire production crew here in West Long Branch, our producer Andrew Kurtz, my broadcast partner Jack Bartek, I'm Eddy Occhipinti saying so long. Flow Sports is your home for live and on-demand CAA sports coverage all season long. Congratulations to Stony Brook. They'll represent the CAA in the NCAA tournament after a championship win. Monmouth happy to be home, and they give the crowd what it wanted, an 88-74 win over Fairfield. For our entire crew here in West Long Branch, our producer Andrew Kurtz, my broadcast partner Chris Smooth Williams, I'm Eddy Occhipinti saying so long. Flow Sports is your home for live and on-demand CAA sports coverage all season long. Visit flowsports.tv/CAA for more information. This has been a presentation of the Monmouth Digital Network. 27 points for Abdi Bashir, and Monmouth starts its home schedule with a win. 88-74 over Fairfield. Women's game coming up later today at 4:30. Happy holidays, everyone.